This is Ashley Hodge with Jason King with the Field of 68 Network and also SicEm365 podcast. And we're joined by Davion Mitchell, Baylor's outstanding point guard, two-way guard, one of the best in the nation, obviously. And Davion, thank you for being on the podcast with us, number one. But I wanted to just kick it off by, this is a big week. You know, obviously Baylor's got Kansas State Wednesday, and I know you're locked into that. I know you guys are a one game at a time type of mentality. But obviously Auburn, I mean, that's a big game for you because you transferred from Auburn. You know, what's it going to be like to go against them on Saturday? Is that a game that you've been anticipating, you know, before the season started?
I wouldn't say I'll be anticipating it, but I mean, I'm really excited to play them. I mean, especially another team from a different conference. It's going to be a new look for us. We're not going to see them every day, or like a new scout. It's kind of playing like in the NCAA tournament where you first see a team one time and you get to play them.
Right.
So I'm just excited to play. I'm just, really excited to play, honestly.
Awesome. And do you know any guys on the team still? I mean, most of those guys are probably gone that you played with. But are there still a couple holdovers on the team?
Personally, I don't really know anyone. I mean, I know Sharif Cooper. I mean, but I ain't really talked to him before like that. I mean, I probably have like on an AAU trip or something, but I just don't remember. But no one else on the squad.
Gotcha.
Davion, take us back to your high school days and your recruitment, and tell us about kind of some of the schools that were after you and how you ended up there.
There's a lot of SEC schools definitely in the play. Florida, Georgia, Auburn. I had I had Louisville. I had a lot of schools. I mean, when I went to Georgia, I liked to visit. I was thinking about either going to Georgia or Auburn because, I mean, both businesses are really excellent. They treat their players real well. I mean, I was kind of connected with a lot of people on the Auburn team, so that's kind of what made me go to Auburn. I was real close with Chuma Okiki. He was my AAU teammate, and we still talk to this day. I just talked to him the other day, and he's doing real well. And then Austin Wiley, he was another person that was in the recruiting class with us too. I mean, he went there a year early, but he was definitely in our recruiting class. And I was just real close with him, so that's what kind of pulled me in Auburn. Georgia.
After your freshman year there, you know, when you contributed off the bench and played a key role for them, when you looked at the situation there and you looked at the situation at Baylor and maybe some other schools, why did you decide to make the jump?
Because I knew they had two really good guards, Bryce Brown and Jared Harper. And I knew they were coming back the next year, and I just didn't want to play that same role. I mean, I just feel like I could have got more better just me sitting out and, like, just working on my game, working on myself. And I think that's what really got me better, like, today, because that redshirt season, when I sat out here at Baylor, they got a lot of people like one of my dudes I'm working out with now, Rem back and missing, Peyton and Matt Gray.
Yeah.
They worked me out like every day in my redshirt year. I mean, every day and night, anytime I wanted to go, they were there. So I think they played a big part of me getting better at Baylor.
Right. Last Auburn question. You know, obviously, when you were redshirting, you know, and sometimes those years are hard on guys. You want to get on the court so bad, and then that was the year Auburn made the Final Four. What were your emotions, just kind of watching them there? And
I was definitely excited for them. I mean, because I kind of knew that they had the talent, they had everything, they had all the pieces. I mean, I was waiting for them to turn it on, and they turned it on perfect at the right time during that March. They made that long stretch. But yeah, I was just really excited for him. I mean, honestly, I kind of knew it was gonna happen. I wasn't.
Yeah. So no bitterness or anything. Just a better situation for you.
Definitely. Now. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, Davion, I want to ask you. You know, I know Jason and I took this personal, but before the season, you were snubbed on a lot of the all Big 12 teams and not getting much All-American mention. And we were like, you know, just baffled by it. We're like, this is ridiculous. I mean, he's a returning all-conference guy, and it's almost like you were ignored. And, you know, I just want to know, did you take it personal? Was that something that motivated you and really, you know, helped you just prepare for the season and, you know, just to prove people wrong?
Definitely motivated me. I mean, I didn't really take it so hard. Honestly, I didn't really care. I wouldn't say because, like, honestly, I just wanted to go to the Final Four and win the Big 12. That was my whole thing. I just want to win games. I just want to, like, you know what I'm saying, just get to play, especially during the time. I just wanted to get to play during the season. I mean, but my whole thing was just to win. I mean, I didn't really care about the all conference teams or anything like that. I mean, it's just people's opinions. I mean, so I couldn't really get mad at people's opinions. So, yeah.
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 And in that same vein, I think that as the season's gone along, I feel like, you and Jared Butler, rightfully so, and even our bench has gotten a lot of attention. But perhaps Maceo and Mark Vidal and Flo Thamba, guys like that, just aren't getting as much attention for their contributions. Talk about those three guys and how you're just so cohesive together on defense. And I was rewatching the Oklahoma State game, and I just noticed Mark and Maceo just seem to always be in the right spot and make the right basketball play over and over again. Just talk about the importance of those guys on the team.
They're definitely important. I mean, everyone's important on this team. I mean, especially our people on the bench. They give us great energy. But yeah, Maceo, man, he's came a big way, a big way of playing defense. He was really like all offense guy, but now he locks up on defense. We trust him. Mark Vidal, Mark Vidal locks up. I mean, that's his thing. He's gonna play hard. And Flo plays hard, just like Mark. I mean, a lot of those guys don't get recognition because it's like they don't really. Well, Mark and Flo don't really score as much, but they play a huge part in our success. Especially Maceo. Man, Maceo is using his length. Finally, he's getting a lot of steals, block shots. He's not giving up on D. So I just feel like everyone's connected on our team, and those three guys definitely play a huge part of us being connected.
Yeah. One thing that people are mentioning about you a lot this year, Davion, is just how much you've improved with your your outside shooting, your 3-point shooting. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I know you're shooting well over 40% from beyond the arc. Tell me about the off season and the steps you took to really improve in that area. Not that it was that bad, but I know you wanted to focus on that.
Definitely during the offseason, I took a time where just working on my shot, working on my form, working on my feet, watched a lot of film. I mean, a lot of those things played a big part in my shooting success now. But just me working on it every day. I still work on it. I just about to work out right after this meeting. So, like, just working on my shot every day and just staying confident in myself, I think that's going to play a big part.
What I love too is recently, about, I don't know, maybe it's 2 or 3 weeks ago, you had a bit of a cold stretch where you had about 3 games when you were maybe 1 of 10, and now, I mean, you didn't lose confidence at all. I don't feel like, because you kept taking the shots and you're right back to it. Is that kind of the key, just to keep your head up?
Definitely give credit to all of my coaches and teammates. They stayed confident in me. They told me to stay confident. And then I'm just like, man, if they ain't confidence in me, I know I can have confidence in myself. So just give all the credit to them for being on me, just believing in me, telling me to keep shooting. So yeah, just give all the credit to them, man.
You've got one of my favorite nicknames in all of college basketball. It's Off Night. And for the viewers that don't know, that means whoever Davion is guarding is hopefully going to have an off night. More times than not, that happens. How did that, who gave you that nickname? Do you remember how it developed?
Yeah, it was the guy that I work out with today, Rem Backamis and Peyton. They gave me that nickname, man, because they were just seeing all the people I was playing against and guarding. Most of the time, they wasn't really having their normal night. So they just thought this called me Off Night, and I was like, yeah, I like it. So I stuck with it.
Right. I know you mix up defenses sometimes and all, but I mean, do you enter games thinking, okay, we're playing Texas Tech tonight, I've got to shut down McClung, or we're playing Texas and I got to shut down Coleman, or whoever it may be? Do you kind of enter games thinking along those like personal matchup lines?
Not really. I just try to make it simple. I just try to make it hard for them. I mean, it's kind of hard to just lock somebody down, especially who's been playing basketball for like a long time. So I just try to make those shots hard for them. I mean, I do everything I can to just try to make it hard for the opposing team, no matter who it is, just not the star player. I mean, somebody has to score the ball. So I really don't get mad if the person I'm guarding score the ball or they have a good night. I mean, because it's just basketball. I mean, usually people hit shots. I mean, but I just try to make it hard for them, something they don't see every day.